Another emphasis I'm going to be making greatly is in your visa application. I know that a lot of people now are almost in the visa stage. A lot of people have already gotten admission and they are almost in the visa stage. This is a critical point. The reason why I say this critical is that any mistake can cost you your visa. So you need to be very, very strategic on the visa part. Meanwhile, I offer consultation services on how to, if you want me to be able to help you with the processes, the motivation letter, go through your document with you, tell you the things that you will need, personal review of your document. I offer consultation services for that, with chicken money. But other than that, your visa application process is the most sensitive part of this whole thing. Like I said, it contributes to 70% of the workload when it comes to trying to move to Hungary. You know, I'm sure by now you've already legalized your document. You've already um, notarized and legalized your document with Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Ministry of Education, especially for people in Nigeria. I'm sure by now you already booking an appointment with the embassy, because what happens that is that when you get your admission and you try to book an appointment, you see that there are no closer dates. You might be getting dates from 2027. That might be when you have your closest date. So what you basically do, I've explained this in my last video, is just you write a mail to the embassy and tell them that, oh, you've gotten admission, you're supposed to resume in fall, which is September, that you need a closer interview date, and you send them your unconditional admission letter. You know what it means to get unconditional admission letter. When you pay your school fees, they give you the unconditional admission letter. So you must have gotten your unconditional admission letter with your school fees. With that, you can be able to apply. Please, if you are still in the application stage, when you're applying, tell them that you want your place of accommodation is in the dormitory. Even if you don't plan on staying in the dormitory, but please use dormitory. Tell them that you are planning on staying in the dormitory. So they are going to give you dormitory allocation from school. So this is going to help you practically during your visa process. Because if you fail to do this, it means that you have to get accommodation before going for the embassy. And imagine paying for an accommodation, and because getting accommodation here, you pay for the accommodation and then you make 2 months deposit. Now imagine paying for an accommodation and at the end of the day, your visa is being denied. So you start going back and forth with the agent on how to refund your money and stuff. So you don't want to go through that point. Even if you don't want to stay in the dormitory, tell the tell them during your application stage that you are staying in the dormitory and dormitory has been secured for you. You know, Other than that, your proof of fund, I can't overemphasize on how important it is. And note that it's not about the amount of money you have in your account, but also your ability to prove your proof of source. So your motivation letter should be able to show your proof of fund and also show your proof of source. You should be able to explain the connection of this money is in the account and this is how it came by. You know, Note you that you cannot use uncles as your sponsor. You cannot use friends as sponsor. You cannot use relation as sponsor. Your sponsors, the only sponsors that is recognized are your parents or your immediate siblings. So, but if you have a case you have of a sponsor, that's what they call sufficient over sufficient. Maybe your sponsor have over like $150,000, maybe like 200 million and above in the account, then it will be assumed that the sponsor is over sufficient, even if the person is not your immediate family. They can accept that as a sponsor with sponsor letter and affidavit and stuff. But those are in the rare cases. So it all depends on how you package your motivation letter. It all depends on what you say during your admission, because during your admission process, for people that have not done the admission process, they will ask you, how do you intend to fund your studies? If you say that you intend to fund your studies by yourself, and then during your visa process you are now saying you have a sponsor, you're contradicting yourself, you know. And please do not forge any document. This one was like immediate immediate disapproval, immediate denial, and you'll be flagged as fraud. That means it will be very, very hard for you to gain visa subsequently, even around not just Hungary, but the whole European Union, because they are all under EU. So please try as much as possible not to forge any document. Get genuine document, do the legalization, make sure that whoever person that is doing it for you is not going through back doors. And if you don't have somebody that the legalization is not expensive. It's about 10 to 15,000 naira if you go by yourself. But during my case, I was in Lagos, so I couldn't go to Abuja, pay transport to Abuja, or take flight because I took flight from. So you can't possibly if you are taking flights, you calculate the money. If you are taking bus, it's also a lot, you know, and then you have to spend some days. It's not something you just get there immediately and you do. So I had to pay an agent. I think I paid it was less than 100,000 naira, to get my document legalized. And again, the agent will tell you that no, within 1 week it's going to be out. It's not going to be out within 1 week. Sometimes it takes up to 3 weeks. So this is the more reason why it is important that you start your legalization now before your admission. You don't need to legalize your document for the admission profile for the admission, but for your visa is must. So start your legalization now. The moment you've already scanned your document, you can use that for your admission process. Send your document for legalization so that by the time your admission is out and by the time you've given an appointment, all your documents are ready. Of course, you need your 6 month statement of account. If you are self-sponsoring, you need to show proof of source. If you have a business, you need to have a registered business name, with CAC. If you have a tax form, add it to it. Which other thing? So I've taken time to explain this part in some subsequent videos, but I'm just like a lot of people are still sending me messages, coming to my DM to be clarified. So that is why I'm basically making this video. Hungary is a good place, and then you enjoy being here. You enjoy the people. You enjoy the rich culture. You enjoy the serenity of the environment. It's peaceful. It's quiet. In as much as language is a big barrier here. You know, language is a big barrier. If you can start while you're still waiting for your admission, you can download Duolingo, and start learning basic Hungarian like Sia, hello, Je n'apporte, Je legelt, small pieces of Hungarian. If you can do that, can help in one or two ways, but not so much. Um, So if you have any questions, anything that you feel that is still very much unclear to you, any doubt, any this thing, feel free to drop your question in the comment section, and I'm going to respond to you. Any kind of question, no matter how weird, no matter how unrealistic it is, concerning coming to Hungary or coming to Europe, I will give you any information you want. Okay. If you also want personal consultation, you want a consultation tailored to your own document or your own processes. I offer consultation services at Chicken Money. And if you also want me to maybe help you with the whole process from admission, of course I won't write the exams for you, but I can guide you from admission, getting your documents, packaging your visa, your documents, aligning your motivational letter, helping you work it out. I also offer that, and you have high chances of being given visa. Note that this sense it doesn't give you visa. I don't make visa. This is disclaimer. I don't give visa. The embassy have the final take on visa, but then I'm going to provide you with information that matters towards your visa. Towards your visa, getting your visa. So hopefully I get to see you soon. I get to see you in September, or in February, as the case may be. So till next time. Bye, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you are seeing this on TikTok, make sure to give me a follow, and of course leave a like. See you guys.